Hello, I am Herr Count von Sensenderfer. And recently I've been concerned over the trials and tribulations of a pitcher in the major leagues of American baseball, one Roy Halladay. It seems that this pitcher, who has an extensive Sensenderfer track record, has suddenly found himself struggling with the control and with winning in his games. And I was reading an article about Herr Halladay, and it seems that he says that in this article that he has been seeing a sports psychiatrist named Herr Dorfman. And Herr Dorfman, I'm afraid that while I have the most profound respect for Herr Dorfman, it seems that the man is an insipid fool. And this is why I thought that I'd better give my own opinion, that I don't know if Roy will be listening or not, but maybe somebody out there can pass along my suggestions, because I think that they have more validity than the silly Herr Dorfman. Anyway, Herr Dorfman seems to think that if Roy wants to throw a baseball over the plate, that what he should do is pretend that it is a bird that he's trying to catch. And the harder you try to catch a bird, the harder it is to throw the ball over the straight, over the plate. But this, of course, is a very poor metaphor. One does not think of animals when one is throwing baseballs. It's insipid and ridiculous. Instead, what I think one should do is what I did in the 1870s when I was very much younger. I threw a game. Actually, the knowledge came to me by the great philosopher Obi-Wan Kenobi. Remember when he was training Luke, that what he did was that he blindfolded him. And he put on that silly helmet thing on his head, and it was kind of dumb with the visor, and it looked like they just painted. What would you be using that visor for anyway? It doesn't make any sense. And anyway, back to the point about Roy. Roy, if he blindfolded himself, he would let his emotions go, and he would be able to just concentrate on his body and letting it flow. This is very key to any sports activity, is to keep the mind out of what the body's way. And I think that by blindfolding him, and perhaps even, I've been thinking about this, that maybe he should put the earplugs in. Because earplugs, he wouldn't hear whether it was a ball or strike, he wouldn't hear the fans booing him, he wouldn't hear the other people gasping as he like going another home run. But if he did that, of course there is a problem. I mean, getting to the mound. But, if he had a guide, I don't know, maybe one of his teammates, Jimmy Rollins or something, could lead him to the mound. And then from there, once his back foot is on the rubber, he would just throw. Every time you get the ball, catching the ball might be a problem. The catcher might have to bring it up. But once he had the ball, he would simply throw, and I bet he would get very many of these men out. I think this would release his tensions and release his emotions, and he would be a great pitcher once again. I myself have used this technique, and like I said, I threw no-hitter back in the 1870s, and I did bean Cap Hansen, but the man was an ass. He was a racist ass, and so it was a good excuse to bean him. Unfortunately, his neurons were not. The plucking on the brain and the contusions, that did not change his way of thinking. But hey, I tried, and we'll see. Maybe in the future, well, no, he's dead now, long dead. Anyway, I hope that someone that is talking to Roy will pass this on. That I think that blindfolded, and maybe even the ear plug, whatever they call those things, put them in the ear, and he will be fine then. This is Herr Count von Sensenderfer, and I thank you for listening to my words of wisdom.